Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Bella, and today I'm bringing you guys something that I'm very excited about, which is a vampire bar. Now, I love vampire content, but I feel like I am more of a traditional vampire content lover, if that makes any sense. I'll explain what that means, but the inspiration for this bar was actually Fangtasia, which is the vampire bar from the True Blood series. If you guys haven't watched this show yet, please do. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite shows ever, and it's definitely my favorite vampire show. If you did watch True Blood, then you will recognize a few things in here, but I didn't do like a recreation of the bar per se. Like, I just used it as an inspiration, so you will see that we have a basement that is not going to be exactly as theirs. We have an office back there. The bathroom is where in the show you can see that it is, but we cannot see the entire build for the bar, so I don't really know where everything is because we don't see that entirely in the show. You will also see that my exterior does not look anything like the show because in the show they try to make it look like more realistic in the sense of like a regular building, kind of like, I don't know if it is a modern one, but it's like a plain solid building where the bar is in. But in here, as we have the Vampires pack and we have a lot of like gothic inspired um, building items and furniture, I try to use that as well. So it is a mix of what we have in the game and the idea of the bar from the show. I would honestly love if in the show they had a more specific and designated area for the bar that didn't look like a regular building where you could build any kind of business. They have like a dumpster on the side, I really wanted them to have like focused more on this building and actually create a very nice bar. Because if you didn't watch it, don't worry, that's not a spoiler. This is just what the show starts with. Vampires are known, like people know they exist and they just want to have the same rights. So it's not news or it's not something hidden. Like vampires exist and people know. So if there were something like it was like hidden or people didn't know about vampires, I understand. Like making something that looked like it was a hidden bar, but not in this case because they know about vampires. So I feel like they could have done something a little better for the exterior of the bar in the show, if that makes any sense. You can see that we skipped forward a little bit. I'm sorry, it's a little messy, but I just wanted to show you the entire roofing process all at once. But I did the roof in a certain way, and then I moved to the interior, and then I realized I didn't like it that much, so I came back. But when I was editing, I just wanted to show you the entire roofing all at once. So we will go back and I'll show you the interior, the wallpapers and everything. So don't worry, I didn't cut this part. I just changed the order in the editing. In the show, they have like a big, long, rounded awning in the front entrance. And we don't have this in the game. We have like awnings and rounded ones, but we don't have long ones. So I just extended a roof piece in there and it's not red at all. I felt like all the red pieces of like the colors for the roofing like didn't give the exact vibe that I wanted for this build, so I just kept it all black. You'll see that we have two doors. I used the Get Famous door because it has this like little fence in front of the door. I don't know what the name of that is. I'm sorry. This like famous thing like we have like in movie theater lines. I don't know what the name of that is. We have this in the show. I'm gonna insert a picture of the entrance of the show so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But they don't have two doors. They just have this little fence thingy. But we don't have that, I guess. So I just used two doors instead. We're finally moving to the interior. I'm gonna do some landscaping by the end of the video. So I just realized I'm a very messy builder. I'm sorry. I just go back and forth. You see me doing a lot of different stuff like going back in and going out. I mean, I'm sorry. It's very messy, but I think that's just the way I do, I suppose. But you see that I'm hanging these plants right there, right next to the entrance. In the show, they have like a fenced area on this side with some plants. But I just felt like fencing it out would feel a little weird, would look a little weird with the type of building that I'm doing here in the game. So I just put these bushes, these vampire bushes in there to like mimic the plants. But this part looks nothing like the bar from the show. So in the interior, our bar is a 2-story bar. it's a 3-story if you count the basement, but the basement is like a private area, so for the actual bar is a 2-story building. And the first floor we have a bar. The bar in the show is exactly where I put the bar in there, but it's longer, I guess. It's larger. I don't know. The bar in the show looks very, very long. And I just attached a small bar there later, but it's not exactly, it doesn't look exactly the same. And then I had some like sitting area, some tables, a dance floor, and then I think also like a DJ area or a DJ booth. I don't know what the correct name for that is. But a display of how everything looks is basically the same as in the show. Although that part that you see right now in the show, we have like a throne type of thing where Eric sits. Eric is the owner of the bar in the show. I love him so much, guys. He's just so handsome and so like powerful. I love him so much. But I did do this throne area, but on the upper floor. You'll see that in a minute. So on the first floor, I just did a lot of like sitting area, some candles in there, and of course, oh, I forgot to mention, we don't have the bar in the basement because the idea in the show, the bar is not in the basement, and we don't have any windows in the show, I don't think. Not that I can remember. But as we're not doing the bar in the basement, we have to put curtains in all the windows. And of course, I think it's needless to mention, but this bar is gonna work only at night. Alright, so moving on to the upper floor, here's where I felt like I did basically exactly what the bar looks in the show. So we have the throne in there. The roofing is glitching so much in there. I don't know why. I tried to fix it, but I couldn't, so I just moved the throne area a little bit to the side. So he has like a very big chair in there, like an armchair, like a big one. Some plants behind him, so that's why I placed these like trees in there too. And he just sits in there and watches people like dance, drink, and whatever. You can see that I also placed a bar up there again. Oh, moving back down, I placed the DJ thingy there now. But on the upper floor, besides the throne that we have, I placed another bar, a small one, basically on the same spot that the one on the first floor is. And then you can see me doing this rounded platform piece in there. In the show, we have a rounded area like this, like elevated area with like a pole, and vampires will like dance there, like pole dancing. I'm not sure if it's called it like that in English. It's not functional. I just tried to recreate it, and I moved it a little bit to the side. But in the show, we have that. I'm going to try to find pictures of that too so I can show it to you. And I also placed some extra seating area. Now moving on to the bathroom, and I think it looks pretty much the same as it does in the show, like just a bunch of toilets and sinks. But we do have something in here that I'm very excited about, and we don't have in the show, because in the show it's forbidden inside the bar, which is a feeding room. So you can see that I'm closing that right now, so it's a very small place. But your vampire can go with a human and feed on the human in there. I never played, actually, with the vampires in the game, so I don't know if they just attack people and feed from them. But in the show, people can just, of course, sorry, vampires can attack people as well, but they can glamour people into letting them feed on them. And it's forbidden to do this inside the bar. I think it's against some law or whatever. And I placed this spice thingy in there, but pretend these are like vitamins. So the spice thing is like a vitamin for the humans, and like there's a bottle in there too, like for the humans to drink some water or something so they could stay hydrated because they're losing blood, right? If they're feeding vampires, they're losing blood. And in the game, they say that if a human allows a vampire to feed on them, they should replace vitamin B12. So I just figured that the seasonings, the spices in there could just like we could pretend that these are like vitamins for the humans. We're moving into the office now, and this is an area that is employees only. The basement is residential and all the rest is public. So I'm placing a few desks, a computer, some decorations, another tree in there, another plant. And I feel like only four windows. And you will also see me placing a microwave in there though. And this happens because in the show, Eric has a microwave in his office to warm up some blood for vampires to drink. So we have a synthetic blood that allows vampires to drink from this brand of blood that is synthetic instead of feeding on people. Eric doesn't though. He feeds on people, but he has it in there just because some other vampires might want to heat up this true blood bottle and drink the synthetic blood. So that's why I placed a microwave, and I also have a small fridge. And we're finally moving into the basement, which is the last room from the speed build. And here I'm just using the space as storage, so we have some extra furniture and some coffins for them to sleep. In the show, we don't have that many stuff in the basement. I don't think we have extra furniture, and the coffins don't always show. Like, when we go downstairs, we don't see the coffins every time. And sometimes they keep people down there, so we're not doing this in the game. But it's just like my recreation of this with the coffins. And I think I also have like a vampire crib. I don't know, I don't remember, but I placed a few coffins in there. And after that, we're moving to the outside again, so I'm going to do some landscaping. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. I had so much fun building this. As I told you in the beginning, I really love vampire content. And I feel like all supernatural stuff I like. I really like werewolves as well. And speaking of which, let me know if you guys think that building a werewolf bar would be a nice thing now that I've built a vampire one. I feel like that would be a nice thing. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more content from me. I'm just starting out, and I'm really thankful for all your views in my first video that I posted a week ago. I know starting on YouTube is very hard, and we don't have that many views in the beginning. And I know I'm pretty small and starting now, but I'm so grateful for all the people that watched it, and I'm so thankful that you are here with me. So please consider subscribing if you liked it, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Enjoy the screenshots, and I'll see you next. Bye!